name's Hans-Peter Bischoff. I'm actually the graduate coordinator, and my role is to guide the program, answer questions to the students, solve problems. That's kind of my thing.
Hello, my name's Vandana Murli. I'm a first-year graduate student here at RIT. It's my third quarter here, and I'm having fun so far. I'm from India, from Bombay.
Hi, I'm Omkar. I'm from Pune, India, and I just joined RIT in the fall as a computer science graduate student.
For today's Tuesday tip, what are bridge courses?
Bridge courses are required by many of our academic departments here at RIT. The purpose of completing bridge courses are to ultimately bridge the gap of knowledge between your undergraduate work and ultimately prepare you for your graduate work here at RIT. If you are required to take any bridge courses, your admission will be based on a contingency that you complete these bridge courses prior to starting your graduate work. If you are not required to complete any bridge courses, then this will not be highlighted in your admission packet.
When I see an application, I try to understand if the student has the skill sets which it takes to pass our graduate level courses. If my understanding is the skill set doesn't exist, I assign bridge courses. At the beginning of somewhere during orientation, there will be a bridge exam. If the student passes the exam, no bridge course. If the student fails, he or she has to take the bridge course. If we wouldn't have these bridge courses and the student do not have the skills which are required for a grad level course, they would most likely fail in the grad courses, and that's not a good idea.
Were you required to take any bridge courses upon your acceptance to RIT?
Yes, I was. I took all the 3 bridge courses that can be assigned to a student.
And what was the testing procedures like when you first arrived, and when did you have the opportunity to take this test?
To be quite frank, I did not take the test because I thought I required the bridge courses. Because I obtained a lot of information from my seniors. I went to Professor Bischoff's page and I checked out all the curriculum that was there, and I thought that I should go through these things again before I start my graduate level courses. I thought they'd be very important for me.
And what type of background did you come from as far as your undergrad?
I did my Bachelor of Engineering in Information Technology, so I was pretty close to the CS domain, but I still thought that these courses would really help me, and they did in fact. Yep.
From a student's point of view, I feel it's always good to take the bridge courses because, coming to a new place, adjusting to a new environment, it's always, from an academic point of view, it always helps to have an idea of how things work here. And the bridge courses give you precisely that. If you know your basics, and they sort of help strengthen your skill sets in basic programming and what would you essentially need for your graduate level courses. I took all the 3 bridge courses, and it sort of helped me settle in and know the level of the students here and know the professors, how the system works. It always helps.
And did you do any additional preparation work for these courses?
I did, because I did give the bridge course examinations once I got here during orientation week. Basically, there is a link in Professor Bischoff's homepage that directs you to the bridge test information, which lists what the course entitles, and you could go through that. And I did try giving the bridge course examinations, but I always think it's a good idea to take the course because it helps. Ideally, you have 45 credits that you need to finish to get your graduate degree. And if you're assigned, I think the maximum number of bridge courses any person is assigned is 3. So assume that you're assigned 3 bridge courses. Those would essentially take up your first quarter. And it does, in terms of extending the period, if you talk about it, if you're a normal graduate student, it would probably take you 5 quarters with 12 credits each. And this would probably add another quarter to your study, depending on how many bridge courses you're assigned. And in terms of the cost, it is like any other quarter, except for the fact that you will be taking courses that do not add to your credit. So it does involve a part of your, you do have to pay up for those courses.
If you have any questions or need more information about bridge courses, please contact your program coordinator at the link below. Thank you, and stay tuned to your next Tuesday tip of the day.